Welcome, and gentlemen, just a reminder that it's Valentine's Day today if you want to be treated well for the rest of the week. The bonds market here is rallying, and the stocks also rallied as well. However, this market here has got an ABC to push up through here, so that's going to weaken the stocks. So even though the stocks have pushed up, we're still staying with the same wave count, and we'll just move into that at the moment. We've just really extended the wave 3 here, and it fits just as well here. All of the third wave here, the fourth and the fifth wave, terminating up above the top of group 1 here. The 1830 here is the top of group 1, and the norm here is that if this becomes a retested support here, then it'll move up from there, and that's going to take a little while to establish if that's going to be the case. But otherwise, the Elliott count will have this market correcting this particular trend, and yeah, so we're still on the same track here, and just drilling into that here still leaves the 50 and 60% retracement level down at this area through here, but that may not be the case because we've got the another point too, because we've got the extension in the third wave here. Then wave 1 and wave 5 will be about the same time and size and so forth. So look, in real simple terms, as I mentioned, that support on the 1830 there creates further upside there. And yes, there can be, if I got this on a smaller chart here, I do indeed. So, you know, the market can push up from here, you know, but finding support back up here is another story altogether. If it does, then you know that you just simply need to go long from that point there. But otherwise, we'll expect this sort of thing to happen and move back down to sort of the 1800s here. Have I got this on a 5-minute chart here? Yes, I have. So on the 5-minute chart here, on the count here, we can kind of look at this in terms of up for 1 and back for 2. And then we've got all of this is the third wave here, and that would be 1 and 2 in here, the third, the fourth, and the fifth here for the third wave, and this leaves the fifth wave here. So whichever way we look at this, it's probably run its distance, even though it probably could make a new high here. You could break this down on 2-minute chart and have a look at that situation there, but it's on the close as well. Yeah, so this could be the top of that wave A or wave 1 that we're looking at, and this runs through to the Dow Jones as well, and it will move across. It's corrected a little bit more through here, but it should do the same thing across the 16,000 here. Another way to view this is the classic trading levels pattern, where you have the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, then the ABC, and then we'll look up from that point there. So this is, you know, if this occurs, this is likely to take out a lot of stops on the on short-term trading, so to speak, on the on share CFDs. Okay, so the DAX is exactly the same as well, and its little move up from the 9.5 here is the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. Probably a little bit further up here. Looks like a little fourth wave here, up for the fifth, and then back into the 9.6 here. And that's the same with the FTSE, but the FTSE is actually lagging because when we look at it here, this move up here on the 30-minute chart, the other markets, the DAX and the S&P, the NASDAQ and all that, have taken out these highs here, where the FTSE's been lagging from this point here. It still does look like an ABC pattern here, and it could catch up quite easily as well. But it wouldn't be the trade. It wouldn't be the one to trade long. You know, it would be the DAX or the NASDAQ or the S&P. The Australian market, the same thing as well, looking at this move up through here. Also consider the exactly same wave count of the S&P. I won't go into the whole story there, but this move to the upside here is the same as well. But I have to say, it still counts, like it counts a little bit sort of different here, because it just doesn't give me a clean 5 wave structure to the upside here. Yes, I can count parts of it, but this, like here, will just be like wave 1 to here, but this makes wave 3 really short through here. So it doesn't really compute as such. I haven't figured it out just yet, but what we could say is that support on the 53.50, the midpoint here, like after this low here, if it finds support on here, then go long from here. And if you really want to nail it in, it would be 53.53, because the 3 is the top of group 1, so that would be a micro group 1 in there that you could look for support on. We do have some CPI figures coming out of China today at 12:30, I think that is, just check on the site. And obviously that's going to be the catalyst for any movement around that period there. So make sure you've got your orders set, ready to go. But yeah, as I've mentioned, we're still looking for the top here on this situation here. So we're still looking for this wave 1 and wave 2 to come into play here. So it's just that the market's extended for, well, you know, for Australia, we're knee deep in earnings and following other markets as well and so forth, but they all have extended in third wave. So we're thinking this is the 3rd, 4th and 5th here, and we'll see an ABC across the 53 here. This is also really important as well because this is the top of minor group 1 here, and a good solid support on here. If I can just move against the trend with free will here, if we get a really good support, you know, on group 1 here, then that really sets the target for our next level, which is, in Fibonacci terms, is 1, 2, 3, 5 and 8. So 5 would be the next one up there. Cheers.